is Every Day with Holocaust Perspectives, and this is another episode of Yo, I'm Just Talking. I'm going to talk to you guys tonight. I'm going to share a story with you. I used to be heavily into mythology, Greek mythology and Roman mythology, just because of the simple fact that it told a lot of stories and it did a lot of explanations. And I'm going to go into one that kind of sticks with me a little bit. There was a story of the goddess of agriculture. Her name was Demeter. Okay, and this deals with the explanations of the season changes. Okay, now I like this story because it's really impactful to me because I would say it this way. A lot of the things that we do or how we operate was based on thought processes and stories. Every culture had stories or explanations as to why or how things happen. And I really like this story. So Demeter had a daughter by the name of Persephone. And Hades wanted a wife. Now Hades was the god of the underworld. So he went to Zeus and said, hey, I need a wife. I need someone that can be down here with me. I'm tired of being alone. And I'm paraphrasing, okay? So understand, I'm going somewhere with all this. But anyway, he went to Hades, which is the god of the underworld, went to Zeus, which happened to be the king of the gods, Zeus, okay? Hence the term, hey, Zeus. I'm going somewhere with this. Like I said, I'm here to wake you up, get you to get a better understanding. So anyway, he went to Zeus and said, hey, I need someone to be by my side. And Zeus said, no problem. You pick who you want, and we'll make it happen. And like I said, I'm paraphrasing. So anyway, Hades saw Persephone. And if I get the name slightly off, just because of the explanation or the what's the word I'm looking for? Syllables or whatever the case, just bear with me, okay? Because I want you to understand the story more than just the name. So anyway, he went and he stole Persephone. Persephone was the daughter of Demeter, which happened to be the god of agriculture, okay? Growth, harvest, all that kind of stuff. And he stole her, he took her away, he kept her down there in Hades. And when she got down there, they told her, they said, whatever you do, do not eat anything. Because if you eat anything down here, you're going to have to stay. Right? So Demeter went to Zeus and said, hey, Hades stole my daughter. I want my daughter back. So they went and they did an understanding, they did compromises and all this. And Hades said, no problem, you can have her back. But understand, if she's eating anything, she has to stay. So while she was down there, Persephone ate 7 pomegranate seeds. So for 7 months out of the year, she has to go to Hades. While she's down there, Demeter is in depression, and all harvest or all growth of everything dies. Hence the explanation of our seasons, winter and summer, spring, harvest, fall, all this kind of stuff. The reason why I wanted to bring that up is because a majority of civilizations and cultures believed in the stars. Okay, so I'm going somewhere with this, and I want you to understand. So let's talk about this. So there were certain gods that were actually tied to planets. So you have the god of the sun, which is Apollo. The god of the moon was Selene. The god of the planet Mercury was Hermes. He was the messenger. He would send messages back and forth between the gods. He'd say, hey, Zeus told me to tell you this. Or they would respond, and he'd come back and say, hey, Zeus, this is how they responded. He was the messenger. Okay? Venus, also known as Aphrodite, was the goddess of love. Earth, the god was GAIA, G-A-I-A. The goddess of Mars was Ares, which happened to be the god of war. Jupiter happened to be Zeus. Okay? Saturn was Cronus. He was the god of agriculture. Uranus, or Uranus, I apologize, that's the correct pronunciation, is Uranus, was the goddess of the sky. He was also the grandfather of Zeus. Neptune was, the god attached to that was Poseidon, which was the god of the sea. Pluto was Hades, which was the god of the underworld. And Ceres, which was Demeter, was also a goddess of agriculture, okay? Now, the reason why I'm bringing this up is because of the simple fact that we've gone into something, we've gone into organized religion, but every culture through history has always looked to the stars, the planets, the constellations. Okay, so I'm just trying to go somewhere. I want you to understand this. So when we talk about words that we use on a daily basis and different things like that, I want to talk about the days of the week. How do you think we got the days of the week? Like I told you, I'm here to get you to think. Because once you get an understanding and then you open your mind to start to see certain things, there is a lot more that I can share with you, but I've got to get your mind open first, okay? So, the names of the week came from Norse gods, okay? So, Sunday, the day of the sun. Monday was the day of the moon, hence lunes, which, lunes, martes, miércoles, Spanish, okay? God of the moon. Tuesday, the day of Tur, known for his bravery and selflessness, and was often called upon to settle disputes between gods and humans. Wednesday, the day of Odin, the ruler of Asgard. If you guys seen Thor, you also know he was Thor's dad, okay? Famed for his knowledge and powers of prophecy. Thursday is the day of Thor. Friday is the day of Free, goddess of love, fertility, known for her wisdom and prophecy. Saturday was Saturn, god of agriculture and time. Okay, so the reason why I'm throwing these in here is I want you to understand because we use these on a daily basis, 365 days in a year, but yet we only have 7 days in a week. Now, if you caught my last live, then you would understand. I talk about superstitions, how we hold on to certain things. Like I said, I'm here to get you to think. Once you can understand and see, things change because you have your conscious and your subconscious. So the words that we use, guys, we're casting spells on ourselves. Whether you realize it or not, the words that you use on a daily basis, we're casting spells on ourselves. There's power in words. So when we talk about weekdays, okay, which I just shared, Sunday through Saturday, there's also there's power in that. Because you spend the week, you're working in a daze, D-A-Z-E. Then you work all that time, then the weekend comes. But you're so tired that your weekend. All right, I'm not making this stuff up. Also, be smart about the words you use. I do my best to try to remove the word sorry from my vocabulary. I'm not sorry. No one on this planet is sorry. If you're doing what you need to do for yourself, taking care of yourself, you're not a sorry person. It's just that the system that's set up has turned around and set a level of grade. How are you working in the system? So change your words. If you bump into somebody, I apologize, excuse me. Someone passes away. I'm not sorry for your loss. I have condolences. You're not here to carry someone else's weight of pain and anguish, but yet we feel like we're supposed to. We all came on this planet individually. We will leave individually. It is up to you to make your life the best that it can possibly be each and every day. So as opposed to saying sorry, say I apologize, I sympathize, I empathize. Okay? Also, when you turn around and tell someone, bless you, why are you going to be less? Think about it. Be less. Yeah, you got blessed, but you should be less than what, that. Change it. As opposed to saying I appreciate, because your subconscious does not understand the difference between the words you use and how you're using them. They only know the words. So, as opposed to appreciate, because that ate at the end, your subliminal, your subconscious is picking up hate. Say, I appreciate love. I'm in the process of picking and changing that myself. I appreciate love you. Appreciate love you as opposed to appreciate you. I used to say appreciate all the time. I am appreciative, but I appreciate love you. Okay? When you say awake, understand, awake is before funeral. I have arisen. At the same time, as opposed to saying mourning. Mourning, you sorrow for someone's loss or death. Grand rising. All right. Not only that, did you guys know job was a Hebrew word for persecute? Or is it a Hebrew word for persecute? And abracadabra, I create as I speak. We hear that all the time. What is the magic word? We're casting spells on ourselves. Take the time to understand who you are, what you're doing, what are your goals, where are you trying to go, and who are you trying to be. Overcome the challenges that are around you, because it is all up to you in the first place. It says it. If you all those that are following the Bible, you sit here, you thump that Bible, and you turn around and use Romans so-and-so, so-and-so, Proverbs, says X, Y, Z, but you're waiting for someone else to give you the life that you have the ability of creating yourself. It is up to you. It says it in the book itself. God is within you. What are you doing for yourself? Stop waiting for someone else to give you something, because it comes with strings. Means that I can't believe this happened to me. It happened to you because you allowed it to happen. Change your perspective. If you're running through a situation that you're not happy with and you don't like the end result, then change it. You made the decision for that to occur. You know the difference between good, bad, right, wrong, indifference, or whatever the case may be, but you're finding ways and reasons to allow it to happen or make that decision because you see something that you want for you. What happens when it doesn't turn into your favor? Now you're upset. You're frustrated. I can't believe this occurred. Well, it did. Look at the decisions that you made. Take the time before you jump into anything, before you respond. Before stimulus and response, there's a space. Take the time to take that. Say, what are all the things that could possibly happen? What are the positives and negatives that can come out of this? We're so busy running around on emotion. The average individual, if they had a chance to go back and take back what they said to someone else or the response that they gave, whether it was anger, frustration, fight, whatever the case may be, they come back and they say, oh, I'm so sorry that I did X, Y, Z. I apologize. I spoke off the hip. I apologize. I moved out in anger. Okay, because 9 times out of 10, the things that you're responding to or how people, 9 times out of 10, that's the truth. You just don't want to face it. Only you can create the life that you're set to have. But you have to see yourself in a better light. Strive for your personal excellence to be the best you can be. Because I can promise you, what you see today will be extremely different in a very short period of time. I'm here to wake you up, and I can promise you, I got heavier stuff for you, but I can't throw it at you now because I have to get you open. I have to get you to a point where you're open enough for the information to say, hey, this makes sense. Because we have been indoctrinated. The school system was set up to get you to a point where your imagination, your creativity, and your inspiration has become smaller because of the simple fact you're conforming to the system that's set up for you to fail. Be your best. Strive to be excellent each and every day because you were created in this universe to go above and beyond where you are today. With that, I will talk to each and every one of you later, and I'll see you at the top, because I can promise you, it is completely lonely, friends. Have a great day.